really helps when you unmute your mic. Alright, looks like we're up and running. Was the title too much clickbait? I mean, really. But, whatever. Saturday morning. I want to try to get some of the Glutos or the Lord of Gluttony. This guy right here. He's I primed him up, did a warm prime. So there's some reds, some tans, and then some white there on the top. Not a big deal. He's going on top of the chariot that I've already done. It's not done yet, but it's further along. Let's switch over here. Let's see, painting. There we go. Alright, make sure I'm not getting my my speakers on the mic there. Alright, so yeah, this is the chariot that I did. I went for a green marble, glazed the crap out of it with some glossy high gloss varnish. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking coffee, it'll be fine. But yeah, we went through and did that, did the eyes up, went around, still gotta shade some of this in there. There's some details. We're gonna put some more highlights and stuff onto the gold to make it not so unicolor, but it's a start. But I wanted to get to this guy. I wanted to start working on him because yeah, he's cool. I like him. So just grab some of that, and I'm gonna try to punch up that the paint scheme that I did on the Bliss Barb Archer, which is this one. The skin tone, I like it. It's a little pinkish, but I'm really gonna try to dial that up and get some pinks and some purples into his skin tone, because even though he's still considered immortal, I'm thinking he's more with his tentacles and his weird tongue and horns and everything. He's definitely further along in the corrupted, heading toward demon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little basic flesh. It's scale 70, or yeah, scale 75, scale color. We're gonna grab a little bit of that. I've already went through this morning and put a bunch of I put these on the shaker this morning because I knew I was going to do something, and I just didn't want to sit here and, always fun. So we're going to take a little dot of this, as little as we can get out. That looks about 3-to-1. I'm looking for, that brush. There we go. Knock all that out of the brush that we can and take up a huge spot on the wet palette. See if we can get down into this here. And we're just gonna go for broke. This is sort of like our medium color, so I'm not too concerned. We want to get this down where all the skin is, and we'll go from there. I really don't want to hit my head on the mic. Okay, so his belly's right there. I'm just gonna go around and get a big old belly. So basically I just want a good base coat on this and not a cat hair on my brush. I'm not worried about the gold little trim things. I want the skin underneath it good and painted. Look at that. 3 minutes in and I'm already pushing off the camera. So immediately he's got a pink little belly. Come over here and get his hand. So the scale 75 paints are pretty translucent. Is that the word I'm looking for? You can see through them. I think that's it. I'm the one painting the thing. You'd think I'd know the words, right? No, I don't. I'm just gonna go through and get his fingers. Once again, I'm not worried about where he's got gold rings and all that stuff across his fingers. I'm not worried about that right now because we're gonna go back and do those. I just want to make sure that there's no skin values in there that aren't skin. Looks like, did the music just decide to stop? Oh, awesome. So even the back side of his fingers here, we're going to get in there. We're going to give those a much darker hue later, but for right now, we want those. So his arm is covered up in the leather. This side is not, but he's got the little jangles and all that stuff up and down his arm. So we'll go, let's get that drying paint out of there. So how's everybody's Saturday going so far? I mean, we're pretty early in the day, unless you had to work this weekend. I'm pretty sure it'd probably been mellow, hopefully. I would hope. Hey! No purple. Can't do any purple. Hi, Robin. He's gonna have purple on him. Don't worry about it. His pants are gonna actually go lighter purple because I did the little like sedan chair that he's sitting on in a. It's called deep or sunset purple, but it turns out it's sort of a pinkish purple. Man, I'm having trouble with this. This thing is not. It's like it's drying. Alright. Come on now. There we go. Just coming off chalky and trying to dry. I don't know what the hell is going on there. I'm going up into that tentacle. More coffee is needed. Yeah. So he's got all these little jangly things on his arm. I'm gonna have to look at a picture to try to figure out where, if there's any skin showing through that, because I honestly, from the sculpt, can't tell. Let's come back over that. Once again, I'm not too worried. I don't want to like cover everything in the skin tone, but I do want good coverage, so. Those little tentacles we're definitely doing, those will definitely be purple. They'll be almost black at the tip, but we'll worry about that transition a bit. I want the lower part in the pinky skin tone. We're just gonna go right in here. Once again, I'm not worried about those jangles, little gold jangles and stuff, because I'll be painting those gold later, and the metallics really cover up just about any color that you throw at them. I know that that transition isn't going all the way up there, so I'm not going to worry about painting all the way up. Going. Just go around his head. He's got like a little top knot thing. Well, I guess it's a back knot. I don't know. On the back of his head here. For right now, the horns are going to get the same skin tone, and that way I don't have to worry about I missed a spot at the base and it doesn't look right now because the skin tone doesn't match up. This is just going to be the base color for this skin tone. We're gonna throw in some of the sunset purple with some of our other stuff. Oh crap! So I sort of forgot that I did the eyes already. And, just sort of whack the crap out of that one. That's alright. We got it out of there. Yay! So this little, I gave him some little demon eyes. I find it's a little. Yeah. I know. No one else would notice it. I would notice it. Who would it bother? Me. Got a little back in the corner again. Damn it, come on. just working around his... Let's see. There we go. Yeah, way to shake the camera too. Hope everybody took their Dramamine. Alright, just to be safe, I'm going to push a bunch of this down into the little cracks and crevices where all those little beads and pearls and... Actually, I can see right there. Okay, there we go. That's right there. We need it right there. A little bit down in there. Off the camera. Just go back. For some reason, my primer cracked, which sucks ass. But he's a demon. Well, a mortal demon. Yeah, that made sense. So we'll work that into it somehow. We'll just call it a happy little mistake, I guess. Right there around the eye. Underneath the eye, back around. Underneath the chin. Then we're just going back and making sure we got a good coat. There we go. Sorry about that. I've done this real thin, so it's going to take a couple of coats. I'm just going to go right over that hair. I don't care. We'll come back and it's going to get its own color. So I'm not too worried about it. I almost went off camera again. I'm not too worried about the back because the way that he sits in the chair, most of this back is going to be covered up. Get back here on top of his hand. Man, I'm just bouncing all over the place on this model. I start off on his belly, then I jump up to his head, and yeah. It's like I'm seeing little spots where everything's just way too thin. Like right here underneath his eye, it's just... I don't know if it's way too thin or it's just the... There we go. The shading that I did, the Zenithal Prime, showing through, but I mean it was showing through like way too much. What? Me? Go down a rabbit hole? No. Obviously, you have me confused with someone else. Obviously. No, that's never happened before. Never. Never would I ever spend an hour working on a goblin that you can see 3 centimeters of him. Never. Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so let's see if I can get this actually to show the right color. He is pink. I don't know how else to describe this. It's I put a little bit of fluorescent magenta in there, and he is he looks like a cartoon pig right now. But that's okay. So we're gonna, now that we've got that down, sure, that's good. Right there under Biggie Pink, yes. Come in there, make sure we got that. I'm gonna have to take a look at the box art here in a second to see if there's gaps between these or if this is all just this right here. I'm not sure if there's any gaps in that. I think there might be. I don't know. I can't tell. Guess if I didn't paint it that way, there wouldn't be, right? Alrighty. Just trying to get look at the around his ear, right there in his nose, right there above, and then these little shots where the beads and stuff are. We're just going for broken covered nose. I'm really making sure to concentrate on that belly because honestly, when he's in the sedan and everything, the part you're going to notice, the part that's going to be the easiest to spot is going to be this, like right here. So spend a little bit more time on that. I want to make sure that his hand here actually gets some of that pink. And while that dries up for a second, we're going to take a look around here and see if we can tell what the heck is on his arm. Okay, there is one spot, and that's the spot that I thought might be. There's like a upper level and then a lower level, so band. Right there. And that's coming in to skin tone. They made the band squeeze the little fat out. That is, I just realized what that was. I thought it was some kind of weird bobble, but no, it's this little fatty arm squeezing out between the... And I'm off camera. Look at that. La da 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 da. So, did I start recording? Yes, I did. So I'll actually post this on YouTube also. Yay! I haven't posted anything on YouTube in like forever. So, alrighty. I think we are good. I want a little more pink on this tentacle here, down toward the base. It's alright, because I'm not worried about the top. It's going to be dark purple. There we go. If we do it against my skin tone, there we go. You can see just how pinky that is. He is a cartoon pig. That's going to be black. I'm not worried about... we'll put a little bit down there just in case it does show. I don't think this is going to show, so I'm not stressing out about this down here. And even if it does, it's going to be a darker... It's going to be our shade color anyway, so... I'll just put this down real fast. There. Oh man, I'd have been upset if I'd seen that. There's like one little spot on his shoulder right there. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take Sunset Purple. Right there. And we're going to go back to our fluorescent magenta. Get the littlest dot that we think we can get. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. That looks about 3-to-1. Now we're going to take the crappiest brush I have. Well, not really, but... we want a little more. A little bit more. I've probably gone too far at this point. Nope. There we go. And it's all loaded on this brush now. Yeah. All right. Now, here's where we gotta be brave. We're mixing some water. And I'm gonna grab the number 2 because it's got that big body on it. Give me a little longer. Make sure I don't have a cat hair on it, like so. It's gonna give me a little longer working with the paint. And we're gonna thin this out pretty good. There we go. We want this really thin. Give it a little test on the skin. Actually, I'm gonna need a finer brush than that. There we go. All right, kitties. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this. This is a dark line. So his moob, we're gonna go up underneath that. And then we'll right there. And then all these little crevices back over here. A little bit of that. Then back here, where's little. Yep, my hair was in it, wasn't it? Alright, so then the inside of his ear, at the base of these horns. All I want is a little bit of this stuff. On the camera? Nope. Right here where his ear is. Just tap some of that in there. Not too worried about it yet. As far as because there's going to be some more highlights. Shade that. Come up along the back side of his ear. Put that in there. Right there along the base of his neck, we're going to give that a good. And yes, is a technical term. We're almost, I guess, almost at a glaze level doing this. No. There's a little Slaanesh logo. I'm trying to pick out here to get it to where there's some contrast around it. Horns start to meet his noggin. Get a little bit of that purpley magenta-y color as my brush falls apart. Can't tell, this is like way, this is not my normal skin that I do, and it's really I'm sitting here trying not to second guess it as I do it. Give it a couple of spins on the hand so we don't just blob it on. My guess is probably this is a little I might be going with too big a brush trying to get into some of those spots, but we'll see how it all goes. So here, and then right here along the edge where that little shadow would go, we'll put some of that. So once again, we're getting into that spot on his back where it's probably going to be on at the chair line. So I'm not wanting to go completely nuts around there. Sort of feather that out onto his back, and then there's a nice little ridge right there. And then boom, 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 boom. So down here in the shadows, we're not too worried about it. We want, yeah, we can shift to that purple. What are we gonna do? We're gonna crank up the contrast. Is it comfortable? No. Will it look good? I hope so. Just trying to make sure. Come out from underneath that. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to reach. Yeah, I can't imagine if you tried to paint this guy in place. That would be absolutely insane. I mean, he's hard to reach. I've got him stuck on a pole, and there's still spots where I'm like, oh, hell. So right there between his fingers, make sure that those are good and done, and then the back of his fingers, we're gonna make sure those are good and purpley. Right there on his palm. Off the camera, run a line right there where the skin meets those, just to sort of give it a dark line. And right there around his wrist, where it meets up. Go back and give his face a little touch up, because this, like I said, go big or go home, right? So those spots where Zenithal is darker, we're sort of reinforcing that with the purple. Oh, you know what? I'm sitting over here shading and shading and shading, and I almost forgot entirely his hand and that tentacle on his back. So yeah, right in here. Like I said, he's immortal, but I'm trying to give him a little more, like, he's definitely leaning toward the demon side. So I'm just gonna push this a little bit more, because I think I know how I'm gonna wrap it all in together to make it look a little more flesh tone at the end. Because I think what I'll do is I'll do a very light flesh tone wash over the whole shooting match. top of his shoulder. Pull that down. So, there we go. So as we start to give that a little more purple, we start getting that shade in there. And it's like, okay, well, now we got some shadows. So now what do we do? Oh, what's that? I almost forgot the other hand. That'd be bad. I think I even said it a second ago, too. Right up here between his fingers. I'm not too worried about it because of the hand will give some highlights there too. And his nails will be a different color also. So now I'm just going around and looking and seeing where I think that shadow isn't just enough yet. Sketch that in. So a color scheme like this seems more go for it. So, like, you can see on his back, we've gone full. Just go for it, right? Why the hell not? I mean, at this point, why the hell not? Just barely on camera again. All right. All right. So we've punched that way up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little of this pale skin. grab a little bit of this that we used for the base. And a little bit of that. A little bit more. Alright, feels like we're good in the middle there. Give it some water. Boop. Okie dokie. Have fun. Alright. Now, here comes a trick. We want to go up here because that's going to be our brightest point up there. Sorry. Man, that thing is just so damn bright. My white balance is so far off. So we're just giving that stomach a little shot. And then like the top of the hands, we're going to give that a little shot. Anywhere that's really going to catch the light. Top of his moob. Hold on one second. There we go. So I'm trying to remember that he's setting like this. Damn it. Sorry, y'all. Let me get a drink here. I've got to figure out something to do so I can get that white balance right. Because really, he just is like glowing almost. Man. Alright, top of his ears. Oh, what is it now? Oopsie. Alright, so top of his ears. Right there. Very tip of his nose. His cheekbones. His brow. Just above the eyes. And sort of up his noggin to the top of his head. This is if Darth Maul really let himself go, okay? Across the top, the eyes, his nose again. Get up into those cheekbones a little bit. Yes, yes. And just like started mainlining it. Darth Maul just lets himself go and decides that World of Warcraft is his thing and he just plays it 18 hours a day. I don't know. Backside of his hand a little So now we're just going to take... So, Brian, you might know how to do this. Do you know of a way to get the white balance on an iPhone to crank up? Well, actually, to sort of dilute down. I think it's because of the Zenithal, all this white and everything down here, that it's sort of throwing the colors off. Do I have an Etsy store yet? No. But I've been thinking about doing that and doing some of the like war bands and stuff like that. They make a game called Underworlds. And I've been thinking about just painting up some of those tabletop real fast and then selling them as a completed kit with their cards. Because they come out about every 2-3 months. Just selling them that way. It is, but the problem is that if I don't have this one, I can't see it. The model is crap. So I almost think that like a ring light done over here, aimed back that way, would probably do better than this, but I'm not 100% sure. Can I? That's as high as it goes. Well, almost. Let's see. Maybe I can move it back over here. Nope, because then I'm all shaded. Maybe if I shoot it from behind the camera, that doesn't look half bad. There we go. It's a little better. What do you think? That's showing a little more. Well, yeah, it still doesn't like those white. I don't know. Yeah. I've been thinking about, well, for forever. I've been thinking about getting some of the Elgato lights, and that way I can control it. I could bring the white balance, or I could bring the white down. Where I want it. Play around with the settings to where, like, if I do prime a model in white, it doesn't just blow it out instant. I recommend Elgato light. Yes, I do too. Have you seen their new microphone? Yeah, I still haven't got the Stream Deck either. I absolutely love it. I just haven't bought it. Haven't bought in. And you'd think that I'd be like the first one to do that, right? I don't know. This mic's doing pretty good. It's a blue. It's, it's doing pretty damn good. Alright. So, now that we've got him now we're going to crank this up to 11. That's right. It's going to go to 11. Like I said, I'm taking this one to a level that I'm usually not comfortable with. So we're going to take very little of this, just so we get a little of that magenta in the color, and boom. You don't have to do that, bud. I've been looking at the not the mini, but the regular size one, because I figured the mini I'd blow the controls out like instantly. I'd have, was it? I think it's the mini one's only like 6. Go fire again. Hell, we could probably hit up Troy. Troy would be able to do an intro. Yeah, the mini Stream Deck only has 6, and what's the regular size one's 12, and then was it the XL's got, I don't know how many, but damn, 12 seems up that any more than 12. I don't know how how I'd be assigning buttons just for shits and giggles. $32. It has 32 buttons. Awesome. Alright, so we're gonna really go with this bright right here across the brow. We're trying to bring in that T that they're always talking about for painting. With that T of the face. There's the nose. The outer bit of the cheekbones. Don't want to go too hard in it, but definitely want. Alright, so he's going upside down, folks. Hold on. We're inverted. Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever seen Troy's stream, but he does he's got a bunch of stuff that he did on his Twitch, and it looks really good. All right. Yeah, he does. Alright. Top of the hand, top of the knuckle. And then we're going to go back over here to this hand. And these bulbous knuckles that he has, we're going to tag those pretty good. And then right across the top of this. So there for a second I forgot, like, one of the primaries is push the paint toward you where you want the most of it. Whatever, bud. I appreciate it, but it seems a bit much. There we go. Feather that out a little bit. And just a little shot right there. A little shot right there. Only happy little accidents. You are correct, sir. Give his ear a little shot there. A little shot there. Back around. There we go. All right. Like I said, I'm trying to crank the contrast up. Just giving it a little. Yeah, normally I don't put this much contrast, but everything I've watched is crank the contrast, crank the contrast, crank the contrast. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Cool. Everything go cool on the carpet and the floor install? The pictures that you sent me, they look good. Alrighty. So, there we go. Like I said, he's immortal, but with his horns and his tentacles and all that fun stuff, he definitely is leaning more into the demon end of the spectrum, so I decided to lean into this a little bit to give him that sort of not quite human look. Let's see here. There we go. So that's his skin tone. Oh, I know something we gotta do. We're gonna take this middle lane. Put a little bit of that out there. We're going to take a lot of that and put it out there. Take our magenta. Just give it a little, I don't need much. Come on. Too much. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way. We're going to grab that. Grab that. There we go. I mean, you can't have this kind of model him have it on there and you not go for the nipple? Let's see if we can grab a little bit more of that. Oh, he's got the extra pink nipple now. There we go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch brushes because I don't want to ruin that one. We're going to... What are we going to do? 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 We're going to grab some of our shade. And we're going to work on these tentacles. That's right. It's hentai time. Alright, I just realized that okay. He has leather on his tentacles. Oop, off camera. I need like a buzzer every time I go off camera. Dunno. I'm just here for moral support. So chances are, if it's... Could just be folks painting. Because, like, I'll turn on something and paint in the background. So... Not a problem. There's a little tentacle holding the cup. Ah! Need a cameraman just to follow the model around. Oops. Let's not get that. That was almost a happy little accent there. Deep purple. There. Nope, way off the camera. Just keep shading that purple until we get it to where it transitions like we like. So keep going on that. Now we're gonna take and we're gonna give his pants Most of the other ones, like the sedan chair, is done in the deep purple. So I want to go a brighter color because I just get a feeling that he would stand out next to it. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna go to a more violet color, a little closer to purple than what we've done on the rest of them. And honestly, when I put this down, this will probably turn out more purpley than, yeah, that's a term, purpley. There we go. It is a purpley. That. Water it down a little bit. Scale 75 is a little more gel than like Citadel or anything like that, and it's pretty thick, so you gotta add a pretty good scoop of water. No, that's green. That tastes like people. It tastes like purple. All right. You know what I did forget to do? His damn feet. Well, shit. Oh, I'm way off the camera again. Yeah, so luckily it's still on the wet palette. I haven't really mixed up too much of anything else, so it hadn't had a chance to dry. But it's still not my favorite. It's the only thing I don't like about doing blend colors that I mix up myself, is trying to keep them consistent across. If you can get it all done at the same time, it's great. If you have to go back, oh hell. But I haven't really got away from where I was doing that, so no big deal just yet. Put down a little of this color and then I can go back to it. I'm gonna do his feet real fast. And I'll give that first layer a chance to dry. Yeah, look at them feet. Damn it, man. It's trying to dry. Crap. Alright. This little piggy went to the market. Those are some ugly piggies, too. Shit. Alright, there we go. Well, I'm coming up on the 2-hour mark, so I'm probably going to lay this down and then just keep working on it offline, because honestly, nobody really watches. Usually, if I get like an hour out, I'm usually pretty good. So you get a pretty good idea of where we're going with this guy, right? I'm gonna have to go back and recut all this shit. Feel like Spielberg. I'm gonna re-release this tomorrow and put some additional, we'll put some CGI in. We'll just pretend the first version didn't happen, right? First version, I'm going to do the feet first. There we go. There'll just be a little ET pop over here. You won't even notice him over there. He's not over there. All right. I didn't realize how long we'd gone. We're closing in on the 2-hour mark, so let's take a look at where we're at right now. We started working on the tentacles, darkening those up, blending it into that pinky flesh that we got. I'm going back and redoing the feet because, yeah, I sort of screwed up and forgot to do them. They'll be very purple. They'll be the dark shade on the bottom with, you know, some highlights on the top. Not anything different than what we did up on the top. But there we go. We'll go back and do another shade across those pants to darken up that color. Make them look a little bit, and then we'll put some shades in the recesses, and we'll probably give them a little gold trim there, that little bead that goes across the front. Then that little sash thing that's in the middle, we'll probably match it to the sedan to blend it into that. His little leather accoutrement around here, we'll do that. I'll probably use a little contrast on that to get that black leather look, and then we'll put a few little shades on it. Same thing with the upper part of this tentacle, we'll do that, and looks like there's a couple of gems hiding in there too. So we'll get all that knocked out. We'll use Eldritch for the little gem that's in his head, because I use that shit on everything. It's what I do. So let's see. Oh, I don't think I ever showed the back of him, did I? Little muscles and stuff on his back. And then his hair, we'll do that up too. I'll probably give him that lacquer pink tongue, make it look like it's nice and slimy, because I like doing that, because I did it on the Seekers, and why the hell not, right? So, for everybody that tuned in, I think 5 viewers, pretty much consistent across the stream, is about the best I've ever done. So, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Sorry I didn't read out the chats all the time, because if this gets played back, I don't even know if those show up, but whatever. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Saturday, and go paint something.